Hey guys, Andy Powers here with the Texas Pitching Institute right here in El Paso, Texas. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the use of catchers when it comes to pitchers training and development and how they actually might be hurting you. I'll see you in a second. All right, so in this video, what we're going to talk about is, does a catcher really matter when it comes to developing yourself as a pitcher? And the only reason I even thought about coming up with this video in the first place is because there's another, little local Johnny Guru pitching guy here in El Paso who was actually with a prospective client and decided that he needed to say some things about the Texas Pitching Institute, which I'm flattered for, but saying that basically that we sucked because we didn't have catchers that caught our pitchers. And I guess that's kind of true. Most of the time we don't have catchers that catch our guys because I've learned through being a former pitching guy and a Division I coach and being here at the Texas Pitching Institute that having a catcher is actually a deterrent to helping you grow as a pitcher. I wouldn't expect everybody to know that, but that's what the video of this is for. So what we do a lot of times here at TPI is we actually have our guys throw to targets, and there's a lot of reasons why we do that. Here's a couple of examples here of some of the targets that we use. This is called a target pad. A few years ago, this particular piece of equipment won Best in Show at the ABCA, the National Coaches Convention. We've used this, we've pounded, we've probably had more pro guys and college guys pound this than anybody in the city of El Paso altogether. It's a great product. What happens is you've got all these different size targets, as you can see, and they're stuck on by Velcro. You can position this anywhere you want. In fact, it's even double-sided. I'm not going to worry about trying to show you the other side, but there's even more that you can do on the back. So when you have a screen like I do, this big flat screen, you actually can have guys going at both directions and still be getting a lot out of it. Now the thing about a target is that one is I can put, as you can see, many targets on here as I want, and I can locate them anywhere that I want. So depending on what it is that we're trying to achieve, I can create that scenario. And I can also obviously manipulate the size of the target. If I don't want it to be very challenging, I can go with the bigger targets. If I want it to be pretty challenging, I can go with the smaller ones, or to the real small ones, which is extremely challenging, which is literally just a little bit bigger than a baseball, if you will. And so what we do here is we throw to this all the time. And when we want to change it up, if we want to throw more of a bullpen type setting, or we want to just have a different experience, then the other piece of equipment that we use is called a command trainer. I love this piece too. It just basically is a standalone. You can put it exactly where you want. It's roughly the size of the strike zone, and it's positioned from a basically high school, college, pro level to be about the height of the strike zone, which we know is going to be about the waist. It's about where mine is. But this area right here is where you're trying to hit it to, not the legs. But anywhere in this pad right here is our target. And the thing is with both of these is that they don't move unless you want them to, okay? So it's actually a lot more difficult at times to hit a target that is not moving and is just staying still than one that may adjust to catch you, such as a catcher. And so that's another big reason why we do that. But probably the biggest reason why we throw to targets instead of throwing to catchers all the time here at TPI is because usually when we're doing that, we're working on ourselves. We're focusing on ourselves as a pitcher. And I don't care who you are, but if you're playing catch with somebody, if you're throwing to a catcher, if you're working on something but you're playing catch with somebody else, there is no way you're going to be able to dedicate 100% concentration and focus on what it is that you're doing. Even if you try as hard as you can to do it, there's still going to be a small piece of you that's going to want to make sure that you make a good throw to the guy you're throwing to, okay? And that's totally human nature, and I get it. This eliminates it. I tell guys all the time, if they're working on something, go throw into a net. Go throw into one of our screens. The screen is non-judgmental. It's not sitting here getting mad at you because you made a bad throw. The screen is not sitting here getting irritated by you because you're taking too long in between throws to make your next throw. They're not having to go run and chase something. It totally eliminates all of that, and it allows you to focus on what you focus on. Throwing to a catcher all the time and thinking that that's going to make you better would be equivalent to saying that hitters only get better by facing live pitching, as if they never throw or hit off long toss or off tees. keys or off a machine. Okay, it's just stupid. But it is still part of the game. I'm not neglecting catchers and saying there's not a role for that. There is, and we use them. We just don't use them a lot because we focus on ourselves. We focus on the training and getting guys better. And I hope that that makes sense to you as well. These are great tools to use. If you don't have the access to these tools, then just go find a net somewhere. Go find a wall somewhere that you can throw against that's just going to do what it needs to do, which is just to basically stop the ball so that it allows you to focus completely on yourself. All right? I hope that helps. And if that helps, make sure that you sign up to my page. There's going to be a lot more videos like this coming, and when you're a member of the page, you're going to get these videos before anybody else does. All right? I'll see you down the road.